Hello Zenbeez, join me to create a Zentangle Mini Project for Instant Zen with learnings and creativity. This is our Tangled Tangles, project number 2. You can watch all our previous projects from this series on the playlist Tangled Tangles. I am SANDHYA MANNE. I'm an artist and a Certified Zentangle Teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you not miss out on any videos that I post here every Friday. For today's project, I am using Tangle ICO as our base Tangle. I will be working with my black pen, pencil and stub on my white square tile. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. On to tangling now.
Okay, so let's get started. Here's my tile, white square tile. And I'm using my 01 black micron, a 08 black micron pencil and stub. So these are our supplies. Now let's get started. So we are going to use ICO as our base tangle, and then we shall add other tangles inside of ICU to create a lovely intricate Zentangle. So that's the Tangled Tangles series. So I'm going to start off with this pot shape like this. So I'm leaving a bit of a space on the top. So I do one at top and bottom, and I'm going to add 2 on each side like this. So we're just eyeballing the distance. I don't have any measurements to measure this. We're just kind of making this shape like that. Okay, so I have these done. I'm going to use my 01 micron black, and I'm kind of going along with this shape, and I kind of stop somewhere there. So I do the same thing here. Now I'm going on the left side. I start like this, go like this, and land on the first one. Okay, so let's do that again. I start, go along this shape and land there. Okay, so I start, go along this shape, go out and land there. Okay, let's repeat this. Okay, now this one I'm going to pull it like this and land on this. Okay, so we have this outer lines done. Now we're going to do the same thing on the inner side. So I start again on this and come out like this. So last time we worked this way, now we're going to work this way. Now we're going to work anti-clockwise. Last time we worked clockwise. So I'm going to start from here and kind of land here. Start from here, land here. Start from here, land here. Okay, and I'm going to connect this. So that is our ICO. Okay, now we are going to aura this. So let's go around auraing these lines. So now I am, before we get started with adding of details inside, I want to finish this section here. So I'm going to use this tangle called Ennies here inside of this. And so here's what I'm going to do. Ennies starts with a lovely flux shape, but before that I am going to aura this base. So very gently along this shape I'm going to make an aura line. Like that. Okay, now I am going to start off with flux shape. Okay, now inside, so we did an aura inside, and inside this base we are going to add tipples which are tightly packed. Okay, that is Ennies. Now let's add some fun tangles inside of these bands. Before that I wanted to add an aura inside and fill that with a duck color, so something like this. So I'm going to start with our first tangle, which is a border tangle. So we're going to use that here. So if you notice, we have like two loops coming in. So they have this one that is kind of connected. It's like one loop, and then you have this loop that is intertwining the other loop. So we're going to add two different tangles. So over here, I'm going to add X's and ORBs. And for this one we'll add something else. So right now I'm going to start off with my X shapes. So we make these half circle shapes, which is more like the bales shape. Tangle bales has this shape, and we're going to do that. In these little triangular shapes as well as that diamond shape that we had. And now inside of this, I'm going to add an orb or a circle, and that's how this gets the name X's and orbs. And all those teeny tiny gaps, I'm going to fill it up with solid black. Okay, now like I said, we're going to skip this and we're going to do it here. Okay, so I continue making my X's. Okay, adding the orbs inside. And also on the sides like this. Okay, so I'll go back and add a little black in all these gaps. Okay, so I've added the darks. Now we're going to work on this section here. Okay, so we're going to alternate. So let's start with the X. Okay, so there, this is done. Now let's add our next tangle in this section. So we're going to do this tangle called Hibred. It's a beautiful tangle. It's a border tangle, so it goes like this. So we start with a zigzag shape. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this. So hybrid goes like this. We pull out one line like this way and then one this way. So we stop when we hit the line. So we do this on both sides. It's a very meditative tangle because all you're doing is focusing on the lines, and it's really it really calms our mind. So have fun with this, go slow and take your time. See, I'm working on both up and down, bottom at the same time. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can finish just the bottom part first and then come back and do the top part, and that's totally fine. So there it is, all done. Ta-da. Okay, so now I am going to use my pencil to make the 4 dots on 4 corners, and we're going to make a border, and of course we're going to skip where we have the tangle coming out, and we're going to connect the dots with a pencil line like this. Okay, now here I'm going to make this tangle called Scoodle. It's a fun, beautiful, fun tangle. So we start with the S shape. Basically, it's a stylized S shape like this. It's a great filler tangle. So I'm just filling these gaps with circles like that. Okay, so that is our background all done. So now I'm going to use my pencil and let's do some shading. So I'm going to start off from the center part, which is the tangle Ennies. So I'm going to add my pencil just on one side like this and along the edge of the tangle flux. Okay, and then now here I'm gonna add the pencil right below this band. Okay, so we're gonna go right below these bands like that to create a lovely depth. Okay, and we do the same thing on the other side. So pulling this line out like that. It just enhances the movement of the line. Oh, sorry, of the band, the movement of the band. Okay, so let's blend this. Okay, now I'm going to go along this line here like this on the outside, and we're just going to again enhance the tangle ICO and push the background back. So when you add the graphite, it really pushes the background. So what I mean by that is when I blend this, this tangle kind of goes down and this tangle stands out. Okay, now you can either leave this at this, or here's what I'm going to do. I am going to add pencil along this line like this, and we're just gently going to blend this. So I'm going to make this flat looking band into a curved tube or a three-dimensional object. So to see how this looks, creates this lovely 3D effect. It looks more rounded than this one, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the same thing for this band as well. Okay, ta-da! That's our tangles. That's our Tangled Tangle ICO, and we've used beautiful tangles to enhance this. Now let's journal this. Okay, before that, let's put our initials. So I think I'm going to put my initials somewhere here. Okay, now let's journal this. So today's date is 7th of March 2025, and this is YouTube. Tangled Tangles, project number 2, and we started off with ICO. This was our main tangle, and then we added Ennies, and then we added X's and ORBs, and then we added Hibred, and then we added Scoodle. These are our basic tangles, so here it is, all done.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at SANDHYA MANNE or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya, so I get to see your lovely works, and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use, and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamannestudio.com for classes, courses and workshops. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend you start with the beginner's workshop, which is called the Fundamentals of Zentangle. Now click on the link Tangle tutelage that's given in the description. Receive a free gift when you sign up and get weekly updates and inspirations and details about all the cool things that I do across social media. If you're on Instagram, join me on my handle at SANDHYA MANNE for everyday studio updates. It's time to comment now, so please comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. I shall see you with another set of Tangled Tangles next week. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.